Can everybody hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Perfect. And everybody can see me just fine. Thumbs up. Good. Perfect. So welcome to the MS high intensity standing class. My name is Jim. This is my first time leading the high intensity class. If you guys have been in our medium intensity class, you've seen me there. We are going to be doing something a little different today. It's my first time, and I've modified a little bit of some of what other therapists have worked on. Just a couple things I want to touch base on. I do have a chair ready to go. For a lot of the modifications that I'll give you, we will be using a chair. There will be seated options in case, and then we'll use the chair for some balance support as well. I want you to also have, if you can, have a resistance band like so, ready to go. And also make sure you have any water if you need it. As we go, if there's something that is not going well, I will try to give a modification if I can see on the camera. If there's a modification you have, please dip into your modification whenever and for however long you need to. And then at any time, of course, if we're going too fast or too hard, stop, catch your breath, reset. You aren't going to hurt anybody's feelings. You can always jump back on whenever you're ready. I do want everybody to push themselves as hard as they can, but keep in mind, I don't want anyone to push themselves so far that we're not able to move the rest of the day, and that it might impact us even into tomorrow, right? So push hard, but don't push so hard that we push ourselves farther than we want to. Okay. So just like in many of our other classes, we're going to start with a little stretching, a little stretching and a little warm up. Okay. So what we're going to do while we're standing, we're just going to work on marching back and forth. Okay. Just trying to get those knees up as high as we can. Okay. If you're having trouble getting the knees up, you can even just do a little pull like this. If you want to get a little stretch. Okay. This will work too. But really what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get some blood into the legs, get a little blood into the legs. It's almost like jogging, but giving a little high knee in there, okay? Our next thing is going to be butt kickers, right? So we're going to switch into kicking our butt, okay? Now, if you can always switch into an actual butt kicker, okay? Or you can just stick with getting the good motion right here. Again, if you need to do a little stretch, you can add a little stretch in there if you want to loosen things up even more, or you can just stick with butt kickers, okay? Our next one is going to be torso rotations. Arms are going to be on our sides. We're going to work on rotating that torso back and forth. We're really trying to loosen up that core, okay? You'll notice that my hips are moving too. We want our hips to move. It's almost like a golf swing, right? Same thing. But we're just opening up that torso. Using those arms, opening those arms up as much as we can, okay? Now we're going to do a little mini squat, okay? These don't have to be big, just a nice little squat. But what we're trying to do is we're really trying to get our butt out because that's good squat form, okay? If you're squatting down like this, I'll step back even farther. If you're squatting down like this, a lot of times you're using a little too much knee and not enough butt. See the big difference there, okay? If we ever do squats, I want you to focus on that. We're going to do 5 nice mini squats in a row, just getting some blood into those legs, okay? Again, squat as deep as you can. If you need to use hand support, 4 and 5, right? Whatever you need to do, okay? Last one, we're going to do, I call them tree sways. We're just opening the side of that trunk, back and forth. Again, loosening up the core as much as we can. Per your request, I'm going to try to get as much core in there as I can. And every time we do a leg, I've mixed in a little bit of arm/core so that we aren't doing too much, okay? Just like in other times, other courses that you've done with us, we're going to start with some cardio/strengthening. Again, they'll look a little bit like a little one and a little of the other, okay? The first one, and these are all back to back. So we're doing a leg, then an arm, or a leg and then a core, okay? I want you to get your band ready. And if you want to have a chair for support, I want you to have your chair ready too, okay? For the band, we're going to place that underneath 1 foot, just one. And our feet are going to come out really wide. Chair. Our feet feet are going to come out really wide as we can get them, okay? What we're doing is something called a sumo squat, where you squat down like this, stand up and squeeze the butt. Squat down, stand up. This is actually how we recommend people pick things up, like heavy boxes, okay? I'm just showing you the move. We're not actually doing it just yet, okay? The next one is going to be a standing row. The reason why I have you in this position with the band under your foot, we're going to go right into the standing row with that same position. You're actually going to squat over a little bit, kick the leg back, and we're rowing. We're squeezing those shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, okay? You notice that I'm not slumped over like this while I do it, right? I still want my chest up. I'm still pointing my chest up and out, and we're squeezing those shoulder blades together. We are going to do 10 reps of our leg activity, jump right into our arm activity, and do another 10 reps of that, okay? That will be the structure of everything that we do today, is that we're doing 10 leg, 10 arm, okay? So everybody get into position for our sumo squats. We're going to squat down starting in 3, 2, and 1. Squat all the way down, pick up the heavy box, all the way down and up. This is 3. At the very top, squeeze your butt as tight as you can. This is really an exercise to try to use muscles other than your thighs to squat down. We really want to start using those butt muscles called the glutes. The more we can use those, the better our posture will be. 9, last one, 10. We're going to switch right into the row. You don't have to turn like I do. Kick a leg back, bending over towards our front leg. We're going to squeeze. 1, 2. And we're trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together. We want our chest up, looking forward. Keep those headlights up, they call them. 8, 9, last one, 10. All right. On to the next round. I'm going to show you these ones as well. Now, this is one where you will end up needing the chair that we had before, okay? It's a tough move, okay? But I will show a couple modifications. We are going to do what's called a twisted mountain. When you do this, I want a nice, solid chair, okay? Even if it could be pushed back up against something, that's even better, okay? I will show you a standing option that would work as well without a chair. But what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to lean on the chair. The farther out you go, the harder it is. So you can get as close as you want. A twisted mountain is where we bring our knee to our opposite elbow. Knee to opposite elbow, okay? We're trying to get core activation. It's almost like wringing out a towel. Your progression of this is how fast you go. If this is too easy, if just doing the steps, you're like, I can go a little harder. You can start going quick as you can. And it can be as much as like a quick step to an actual run speed, okay? The alternate option for this is a rotating crunch like this and standing if you don't have a chair that works, okay? Then, again, we're going right into an upper body strengthening activity. Just like we've done in the past, we're going to slip this band behind us and up under our armpits, okay? This is a chest press, just a straightforward chest press. You start and your arms are going to be not way up here, not way down here, somewhere in the middle, right? Kind of a neutral position. You're going to stagger your feet so you have a nice base. And all you're doing is you're pushing forward and back, forward and back, okay? It's like a double punch forward. If you don't feel any muscles activating in the front of your chest, I want you to choke up on these bands as much as you can, okay? If this is too much, you can do one at a time, or you can go unbanded, right? You just drop your band, do the same thing, forward and back, or both, okay? Just like before, we're going to do 10, but in the twisted mountain, that means 1 on each leg, okay? We got to hit both sides. So we're going to start with our twisted mountains. Everybody get into position, either your standing position or your position hands on your chair, like so. And we're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Knee to elbow. Back and forth. 7, 8, technically we're going to 20. Nice job. Bring that towel out. Bring that knee as close as you can to that elbow. 15, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, last one, 20. Now you should be feeling that right in here, okay? That's where we're getting our core work. Go ahead and switch into our chest press. We're going to slip that band up and underneath our armpits. Choke up as far as you think you need to. Hopefully you tested that out a little bit. We're going to do 10 reps of that. Stagger 1 foot back. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice job. Squeeze those chest muscles tight. You're even bringing your hands together. 9. Last one. 10. Okay? Our next round. This is one of the tougher, I just said that about the last one, but this is another tough one, okay? We are going to use our chair. If you don't want to use your chair and you feel comfortable without, that's fine too. I'll show that. But we're going to start by using our chair. The chair is going to be on one side of us. It doesn't matter which side. But we're doing a lunge with a knee drive. The same leg goes back and forward. We'll do 10 on one leg, 10 on the other leg. We're not going to alternate. Okay, so our lunge looks like this. We step our foot back and we're lunging down and then a knee drive. Now, the transition of how hard this is, right? You can lift your hand. That obviously makes it harder. If you want to not even rest that foot down, you knee drive and then you go right back into the lunge, right? Your foot never hits the ground other than tapping in the back. That's another way to progress it harder. Okay? Or if you just want to lunge and tap here, or if you need to tap in between and then lift up and tap for balance, you can do any of those modifications. And then obviously if you don't need hands, you are welcome to come down and up like this, okay? I will be labeling which leg we're driving with, which leg that we're going to step back and drive with. Right leg will be lunging and driving, that would be right, okay? And then our next one is a plank hold, okay? So whatever position your chair's in, you're just going to switch and you're going to go into that same position you're just in for mountain climber. You're going to get your back as flat as you can. None of this. Don't stick your butt out. You're trying to get as flat as you can. See how my body looks like a plank of a board, as flat as it can get. You're just going to hold here. And we're going to hold for a steady 30 seconds. Okay? That's our core move. So, everybody get into position for the lunges. Okay? We are going to start with our right leg, and that's the one we're kicking back and driving up. Okay? I'm going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Lunge back, drive up. Lunge back, drive up. You'll see my arm kind of moving in opposite to my leg. That makes it a lot easier for coordinating. Again, if you need to tap and then come back, tap and drive. By all means, this is 7 right here. Keep going. This is a tough one. 9, last one, 10. Beautiful. Same thing, other leg. If you want, you can switch your chair. You don't have to. We're going to go with our left in 3, 2, and 1. Left leg back, left leg drives. Left leg back and drive. This is 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Stay up nice and tall. Don't lean over. Try to keep as much weight through your leg as you can. Keep that chest up. Don't hunch down. This is 9. Last one here. And 10. Nice job. It's a really tough one. Going into plank holds. Again, you don't have to move your chair. I just move it so you can see. We are going to try to get as close to a plank flat as a board position as we can. The farther down your chair is, the harder that the work is, okay? Arms are a little easier because you're taller. Seat's a little harder because you're lower, okay? And we're gonna start here in 3, 2, and 1. Your job is just to squeeze those abs. Don't let yourself sink. Don't tuck out. Keep your back as straight as you can. Keep that chest up. Look straight down at your chair, almost like 3 feet in front of you, right? You're not looking down at our feet. You're not looking right or left. You're looking straight down at that chair, all right? We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Check my time here. Our next round, so that was our strengthening. Our next round is true cardio, okay? True cardio. Some of these are things that we've done, and some of them are new, okay? The first one, and if you guys have been with me in the medium class, is boxing. Only this time we're going to be able to do it standing, okay? I'm going to show you guys the moves. I want you to take a couple minutes, get a drink of water, catch your breath, just watch, okay? Just watch my moves. I've got 2 exercises to show you, just like I've done in the medium level class. We're going to do 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Unlike the medium class, we're going to go 2 full rounds through, okay? Maybe 3, depending on how I see it really. So the first move, like I said, is boxing. And really all we're doing is we're getting into a good boxer stance, kind of a half sideways stance. And we're boxing. We start with our front, and then we go to our back. 1, 2, 1, 2. You will always do 4 punches. 1, 2, 1, 2. We are adding in a step, okay? You're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, step forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, step back. 1, 2, 1, 2, step forward, okay? All that is just a delay and getting extra motion in there, okay? If you don't want to do the step, that's fine. If you're uncomfortable with balance, you can easily put your chair beside you and just punch and pause. Just punch and pause. And if you need a chair to step back, you can do the punches, step forward and back with your chair, okay? If you need to sit down and we're running out of steam, we can sit down and do the punches too, okay? The next one, remember, 30 seconds of the boxing, just jabs. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The next one, called a burpee or a catcher. Okay. Now, that's a really scary word. I do a modified version. I'll show you guys what my modified version is. Okay. So, the modified version includes your chair. Okay. A typical burpee is where you go down all the way to the floor, you jump back up, and you jump as high as you can towards the ceiling. That is very, very difficult. What we're going to do, you're going to start really close to your chair. You're going to put arms down, step, 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 jump as high as you can, okay? If you can't jump, that might mean rising up on your toes. But I want step out, step wide, jump, okay? Step out, jump, as quick as you can. There's multiple modifications for this, okay? If this is too much, we step out, we step back in, and all we do is we do a squat up, maybe add an extra squat, step back, okay? If you have any opportunity for jumping or any potential for jumping, I want you to try, right? Even if you don't get much air time. That kind of explosive movement is really good for our legs, okay? So, boxing, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, step back. Okay? That's exercise number 1 for 30 seconds. Number 2, modified burpee. Close to your chair, step out, step in, jump. Step out, step in, jump. Okay? Keep in mind all those modifications. You are free to do any modification that feels comfortable for you. Okay? All right. Is everybody ready for round 1? All right. Get the dukes up. All right. We're going to start here in 3, 2, and 1. Jab, 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 jab. Step forward. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. 20-second pause here. Based on the feel, I think we're going to end up doing 3 rounds. Sorry for the bad news. You got 10 seconds here. 10 seconds till we start the burpees. Okay. Get into place, get close to your chair, get all set up. We're starting in 3, 2, and 1. Step out, step back in, jump. Out, out, in, jump. Out, out, in, jump. Out, out, in, jump. Nice job, guys. Keep it up. Halfway there. Try to go as fast as you can with your steps. You've got 5 seconds. Try to get one more in. Nice job. Let me catch my breath for a little bit too. 20-second pause. Catch your breath. Not much time to really grab water, but catch your breath. It's okay if we're a little sweaty. If you drop into the modification for round 2, totally fine. Do what you need to do. We're going to start with boxing in 3 seconds. Everybody ready? 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step forward. Keep it up. Make sure you keep breathing. You've got 5 seconds. Nice job. Get one more round in, and we're done. Nice job. Right into burpees. You've got 20 seconds. 20 seconds to get ready. This is a tough one. Maybe we are on the 92. All right. Coming down for burpees. 3 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Step out, out, in, jump. Out, out, in, jump. Out, out, in, jump. Nice job, everybody. You're halfway done. You got 15 more seconds. Push as fast as you can to get those feet moving as fast as you possibly can. We're done in 5, 4, 3. Get one more in. Get one more in. Nice job. All right. Everybody give me thumbs up. One more round or no one more round? Ooh, I'm getting neutral, I think. We'll hold. I've got some other stuff planned. I've got some balance work and a little bit of straightforward core work that's more seated. Some of the feedback has been that we want some floor, some not floor. So I'm going to try to find somewhere happy medium in between there. Okay, and that we wanted to get balanced too. I do want to take a minute, maybe 2, catch our breath, get a drink of water. Those rounds are tough. They bring your heart rate up. We need to let our heart rate come back down just a little bit. It's good to have our heart rate elevated while we're doing these, but it is also good to give us enough time to come back down, to recover a little bit, okay? Nothing wrong with taking a minute to catch our breath. All right. Yeah. 1 more minute to catch our breath. Again, if you ever need a modification, please switch into the modification. Jump back in if you feel like you've caught your breath. But there's nothing wrong with just moving. Bottom line is getting up on your feet and moving like this. That will get your heart rate going pretty well. Okay. We are going to start with balance and core. Okay. I brought the chair up. Okay. I want everybody to have the chair with them for each of these activities, whether you need it or not. I want us to be as safe as possible. Okay. So the first one, we're either going to be in single leg stance, meaning one leg, where one leg is lifted. And the goal is to try to get those hands up off of the chair. If that can't work, you can go into what's called tandem position. One foot is in front of the other, the heel is touching the toe, all right? Again, trying to lift that hand up. One will challenge you, obviously, a little more than the other. Single legs are a little bit tougher, but they're all tough in their own way, okay? If either of these is too easy, I have people add in head turns. Kind of turn your head and not move, okay? That does add in a little extra balance challenge. You need to go up and down, okay? Welcome to do whatever. We're going to try to hold for 30 seconds. If you don't quite make it for 30 seconds, stop, reset, jump back in with us, and we'll all stop at 30 seconds, okay? Everybody ready? Behind your chair, get off on one leg. We're going to start with our left. Crunch on your left leg first. And we're just going to try to hold for a full 30 seconds here, okay? Again, I'm going to add in a little bit of head turns just to show you some extra challenge. You'll kind of see me swaying a little bit when we add that in, right? And you'll notice me kind of touching the chair every once in a while. That's okay too. Holding onto the chair takes away the challenge. Touching to recover is just a little bit of a reset almost. And foot down, foot down. We're going to switch, and now we're on our right leg. So, standing on our right leg, we're going to lift our left leg up. And here we go. Just trying to hold, balancing on that right leg. It is very common, and you likely will have one leg that is not as stable as the other one. You are not the only one. Nice job. We are a little over halfway down. Keep trying to hold it. You need to reset, like I said. There's nothing wrong with putting that foot down, resetting. Those little muscles in your ankles might be getting a little tired right now. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to do a core. We're going to do a balance core, okay? Our core exercise, you're going to start, and you're going to be sitting on the edge of your chair. What we're doing is it's called a leg extension, okay? Arms are going to be across to your side. You're going to try to kick your legs out and bring them back up. Out and back up, okay? Now, that should be as much as we can in the lower core. If this is too hard, you can always switch and do one leg at a time. Out, out, in. Just like this. You can do a crunch to one leg, or even if you need to, you can scoot back and do the same thing. Even if you're scooted back, moving those legs around will activate the core, okay? I'm going to scoot out. I'm going to do both legs at the same time. We're going to cross, okay? We're going to do 10 reps of whichever modification you want. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Out, together. Out, together. Out, together. Notice I'm kind of leaning back a little bit. That's okay too. 8, 9, last one, 10. Nice job. All right, the next one that we're going to do, this is a modification on the exercise that we just did, but we are going to start in a tandem position. Just come back so you guys can see my tandem again. A bright white on the bottom of my shoes so you can see what I'm doing. One foot's in front of the other. We are going to do 30 seconds on in one orientation, 30 seconds with the other orientation. What we're trying to do is we're trying to reach now. We're going to reach out to our right, reach out to our right, out to our left, up overhead. Out to our right, out to our left, and up overhead. Okay. You'll see some adjustments. Your hand comes down to tap. That's okay. You have to reach out with one hand and keep one hand kind of close to the chair. That's okay too. Reaching up. All that's just changing your base of support on your feet. Okay. So one foot in front of the other. I'll just do it like this. It's easier for you guys to see. Doesn't matter which foot's in front. Just make sure we switch it to 30 seconds. We're going to start here in 3, 2, and 1. Right, left, and up. Right, left, up. Right, left, 5 more seconds. Probably get through one more round. Right, left, up. Nice shot. Switch those feet. Rules are the same. We're going to jump right in here. 3, 2, and 1. Right, left, up. Right, left, up. Right, left, up. Right, left, and up. One more. And up. Nice shot. Last core exercise, last exercise of the day. Okay. This exercise you can do with your band or without, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you the width in case you want to try it. Band's going to go under a leg. Okay? Doesn't matter which leg, you're going to cross it because the hand that we're not using is just going to hold the band tight on your leg. The other arm is going to do a reach, but we're going to do a rotation. So you're going to rotate away, and you're opening that trunk up. Okay? The goal is that this is coming from your trunk. So we want to keep our arm in line, rotate up and away. We want to make sure that our chest points away. If we do this, it's not a core activity. It will strengthen your shoulder. It's just not a core activity. Okay. We're going to do 10 on this side. We'll switch legs and we'll do 10 on the other. Okay. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Nice job. Let's go ahead and switch legs. So get that band underneath the opposite leg. Again, once we get it under, we're going to cross them. We're going with our opposite arm. Your opposite arm will reach. Make sure that's locked in at your leg. And we're going to start here in 3, 2, and 1. Reach and twist. Reach and twist. Nice job. Make sure that chest points out, right? You're rotating your chest. This is about our core, not about our arm. Already did some arm work. 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10. Well done. We worked a lot in. We mixed a lot of stuff in today. We had a little bit of balance, a little bit of core, some high intensity, some strengthening, upper body, lower body, core. Hopefully we covered everything that you guys could hope to ask for. I'm going to just get us cooled down a little bit with some stretching. Again, some of these are going to look very similar to what you've done in the past. I've tried to transition many of them to standing so that we're kind of fitting in line with our standing class. The first one we're going to do, standing by your chair, you're going to try to grab your leg right here. As much as you can, you're going to bring that knee back and away. Okay? Trying to stretch this quad muscle right here, the muscle in front of your thigh. We use that for a lot of these exercises. Okay? If you can just get it down here, if you can just barely get your leg up, that's okay too. All right? Same thing on the other side. Just going to lift up and we're going to hold it. Again, you can get way back here if you can, or you can just get that foot up as much as you can. It's a tough stretch, but boy, if you can get into this position, this is a great stretch for the front of that thigh. Okay. Next one. This one is a seated stretch. Okay. This is one that we've done in the past. It's a little hamstring stretch. One leg is going to be out in front of you. The other leg is going to be bent. We're leaning forward primarily with our back straight so that we can lean forward. Now you'll notice I can reach way farther if I hunch. You don't want to do that. We want to stay nice and tall. We want to lean forward like this. I don't get very far. I obviously don't have very good range in my hamstrings, but I'd rather do that than hunch my back and get all that range there. Then I'm just stretching my back behind. You should feel a stretch on the back of that thigh. Okay. We're going to switch legs. Okay. Same rules. That leg's going to go out straight. The other one's bent, back straight, and then lean forward. You are reaching down your thigh to your shin. If you can't reach your toe, that's okay. Keep the back as straight as you can. You'll even see me kind of sinking into it sometimes. It's tough. You have to think about it. Again, stretch behind the thigh. And then hamstring muscle. From your knee to your buttock. All right. Come on up. We're going to stand again. We're going to get a nice wide posture. Nice wide stance. Our one arm is going to come across our body. And we're going to get our other hand right here on the shoulder. We're going to give it a little gentle pressure across. Now, one big thing, a lot of people do this. They do zero right up here. We don't want that. We want to keep that shoulder down and away from our neck. The more that it's down and away, the more we stretch our actual shoulder muscles and not push into our neck muscles where we're going to maybe get those a little tight and uncomfortable. Okay? We're going to do the same thing with the other arm. Starts out the side, bring it all the way across, grab at the shoulder, bring that shoulder down, drop it down as far as you can. You're giving just a little pressure. It should be a stretch back here. It shouldn't feel like you're ripping your arm off. Just a nice little extra stretch right here. Okay. Nice job. Our last one. Again, this is another seated one. We're going to stretch with our knee to our chest. Now I'm going to stay sitting up out of the chair just to give you some extra room. What you're going to grab one of your legs and you're going to bring it as close up to your chest as you can. Trying to stretch a little bit of the butt muscle in the back as much as we can. Okay? Lift and hold as tight as you can. We're going to stay here for another 10 seconds. I bailed out too quick. So I can stay for a good 30 seconds, if not maybe a little more, to get the results that we're looking for. Okay. Let's switch legs here. Same thing, bring it tight to your chest. We're going to hold for a good 30 seconds here. Okay. Nice job. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in today, participating, jumping in with us, and working hard. We really appreciate all your work, all your effort. Again, if there's any feedback, please let us know. Email Miss Megan Skidmore, who sent out the links to all of our videos. That link will be on the same web page that you'll see our new videos. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, we'd love to hear from you.